Hey fellow gamers, it's Cozy Mel with another Paleo video for you. This is just a little short one, but we've got something to do for Reth, and there might be two things we can do for Reth. When we last spoke to Reth, he just happened to mention casually as we were talking to him about what cooking things we could learn that he had learned a special recipe for a centennial egg, and part of the recipe was to bury the egg. And apparently, he didn't keep track of where he buried the egg. So, and he also doesn't seem quite sure how long the egg has been buried in whatever this location is that he buried the egg at. So, right now, we also have another quest that's called Device in Hand. Now, this is because we ran across a small item and picked it up, and it looked like something electronic. And when we talked to Reth, he said, "Hey, have you found a little electronic gizmo?" And we said yes. And so he has said that he needs to repair it so that Zeki doesn't find out. He said it belongs to Zeki. And so we had to get him a pane of glass and a pallium bar so that he could repair it. And right now it is 2 o'clock in the morning, Palea time. So if you want to see Reth, he is probably in the basement of Zeki's store in the secret market. If you have not been invited by Zeki to go to the secret market yet, then you may have to wait a little bit until it's morning and he comes out. But he does have his own little bar area down in Zeki's Market after they gave it the glow up and made it look prettier. He's got his own place, and usually this time of night you will find him down here, and we have. I'm going to go around the back rather than jumping over and come in behind him because sometimes from the other side it's tougher to get his attention. Okay, so he wants us to bring the device to the underground and plant it somewhere where Zeki will think he lost it. And we kind of think he should tell Zeki the truth, but he's afraid to because of the adders, which is a Grimalkin, mafia um, kind of thing. So I'm going to tell him that I will go try to hide it somewhere. And then I'm just chatting with him because it gains some friendship experience if you chat with him. I don't know what that guy was doing. Then you'll see a sparkling area up this ramp. Okay. So this is where you drop off the device. And that way, Zeki will find it and he'll think that's where he lost it. And we're going to stay out of it and just pretend that we know nothing. We're not going to directly lie. We're just going to stay out of it. And he and Reth can solve that problem on their own. As for the other item, at some point in time, if you have a conversation with Reth, and he does mention that he has lost this century egg. Spoiler alert, if you don't want to know where it is, I will show you where it is if you guys want to walk over there. It is over in the Whispering Hills area, and it is under a bridge. And I believe the bridge is fairly close to maybe where you go up to the shrine possibly close to where you go over to Bahari Bay. But that's what I have heard. So I'm gonna take a look because there is a river all the way along here. And I've heard it's under one of these bridges. Now, I came over on the travel board. This is the Whispering Banks. Circle, circle, circle. This is the travel board. You could have just walked here from Kilima, but for the sake of the video, I didn't want to waste your time. So I paid money to travel over. Aha! So here we do have a dirt pile. Well, I heard correctly, and it is a mysterious package. So, open the mysterious package. That's an interesting idea. And it's a smelly nightmare. So now they want us to find the owner of the smelly nightmare. So, since I have done some research and I know that it is Wrath and that it is apparently his attempt at the century egg thing, we can go back and try to find Wrath. And I'm going to have to look on the map for him because usually around 3 a.m. he will leave Zeki's underground. And then sometimes he will go to his house that he shares with his sister, Tish. And sometimes he goes to a secret room that he has in the bar. So we'll have to take a look up here by the bar and see if we can catch him. Someone else is talking to him. So we got lucky and we can catch him before he disappears home. Okay, so is this smelly thing yours? Ugh, my century egg. I totally forgot about it. I'm gonna say, uh, oh boy, I'm gonna say this is food. I guess if you're hungry and desperate. Anyway, he tells about the restaurant that taught him how to make the secret recipe, and they don't deliver out here. And so I'm going to ask him if it's supposed to taste like this. And he's like, no, a lot less goopy than this when the Egg Palace makes them. But he said maybe this is, going to be good after all. He just isn't sure. Only one way to find out. I have to eat it for science. And I'd say, do it. So he gets the mud off of it and he puts it in his mouth. I'm going to say, are you crying? And he says, I got to go. So he has rewarded us with some lettuce soup, which is some decent focus food for as far along as we are. We can get 100 focus out of eating it. So, but the more importantly is that we finished a quest with Reth, and now we honestly have finished 2 quests with Reth in just a few short minutes. So that has upped our friendship level with him. If you go look at your heart and scroll down to Reth, you'll see that we are past level 1 and we're making our way, up to level 3, or we're past level 2. I mean, 1 is where you started. So we have passed out level 2 and we're kind of working our way up to level 3. So we're making some progress with Wrath. So that's great. All right. Well, that's all there is to it. This is just a little short video on a couple of quests that you could do with Wrath about a device in the hand and the century egg, so you know what to do when those come up for you. All right, I hope that you get some information out of this video and that you will like and subscribe and ring that bell so You will get notified whenever another video drops for me, and I have loved talking to you as always. You guys are the best, and I will see you in the next one.